Hello everyone! We are here live for our special event and I'm so excited. We decided to start just a few minutes early to give everybody a chance to get in on the video and get their chat windows open, ready for the fun tonight. We have so many fun things to announce and we have giveaways. We're going to do it about every 15 minutes. We're going to give away something. So we are so excited. I'm not going to start yet though because technically I am 5 minutes early. I've got Steve here with me. He's going to be running the chat. So if you have any questions or things you want to talk about tonight, then he can relay them to me. Don't be offended if he misses a comment or something. The chat will probably be running pretty quickly and he'll just do his best. Make sure while we're waiting for this to get started that you go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, and that will let YouTube know that you're enjoying this content, and hopefully YouTube will send it out into the world. So my question for all of you who are here early, can you hear me? I want to make sure that the audio is working. It's been a while since we've gone live on YouTube, and I want to make sure we've done everything correctly here with our software. So can you hear me? Do we need to make an adjustment?
Well, what's weird is I'm not seeing it on here.
Do you need to refresh yours?
Yeah, I did.
So maybe it won't let us start until actually 7 o'clock.
Oh, Tracy said yes.
Oh, she can hear me? Okay. Can you see me? Can you see little Rose in the background? She's so adorable. We're just double checking that things are working. Oh, Steve got it.
I went out and back in, and then it seemed to...
Good. Oh, look at that. It's doing captions as I go. That is pretty cool.
Oh, it looks like there was another chat going. It's been a while since we've done this.
It's been a while, but we'll get into the swing of it here in just a minute. I want to make sure if this is the first time you've ever attended a live event, what you want to look for is, I think it's a little button that's right below the video window that says live chat. If you click that, a chat stream should come up on your screen so that you can see what's being said with the chat. And in the chat is where we're going to have you put your entry in for the different giveaways throughout our live event. We're going to be here for about 2 hours, and we're going to do a giveaway, a product about every 15 minutes or so. And you do have to be present to win, because I'm going to ask you a very specific question, and then as you answer the questions in the live chat, then you will have your entry in. That's all you'll need to do is answer a question that I'll be asking about every 15 minutes. So you can watch for that. Everybody's saying hello. Cool. I'm so glad everybody's here and figuring this out. I'm glad we went in a little bit early to give everybody a few minutes to...
Yeah, we figured it might be...
Yeah, it might not just be us that needs to figure out what we're doing. So it doesn't say live chat. Is that what the button said when you came in? Maybe you didn't see it. Anyway, hopefully I can see a lot of
I had to
messages.
change it to live chat.
Yeah, you can have it set to either, I think, live chat or top chat. I think either one will work for tonight. I think the top chat is more useful when there's like thousands of people attending. I don't anticipate thousands of people tonight, but looks like we've already got, is it a couple hundred people already here tonight? That's really cool if that's what's going on. Okay, we've got 1 more minute before the official beginning of our live event. So let me see. We just lots of people saying hi from all over the world. We've got Australia and Canada and all over the United States. This is really cool to have so many people here. I'm so excited to do all the giveaway prizes. Steve and I had so much fun shopping for you. What do they say? It's really fun to spend other people's money. That's what it felt like, because we were spending business money on prizes for you, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Steve's like, what about this? What about that? And it was really a lot of fun.
So This is nice because you can at least see some of them. I don't know if it's the live chat.
Oh,
or
someone
not.
said my hair looks pretty. Thank you. I've been having fun with this haircut. And yeah, I can see some of the comments, but I think it's going to go pretty fast. Yeah. So, Rose, do you want to say hi?
People are asking if the prize is good in other countries. For the prizes tonight, I think it's just U.S., but the big one we usually open up to.
I guess we could do... I was just thinking sometimes when we do it available to international, instead of the gift, we give them a corresponding amount of money to spend on Amazon in their country.
Which I finally figured out how to do. I actually have to log into Amazon in their country, and then I can buy a gift card.
And then you can give them a gift card.
Yeah.
So I say we make it open to everyone. I don't want to just say U.S. I want to say it's open to everyone. And what we might do for you, if you're international and you win a prize, we will give you a gift card in lieu of the actual prize. And you can either buy that prize or buy something else. Coloring related. That's my only requirement. It has to be coloring related. No practical things like toilet bowl cleaner. It has to be. Unless you use toilet bowl cleaner for art, which I've done on this channel before.
You have?
I have. Don't you remember that video? It was coloring with bleach, and we used bleach toilet bowl cleaner to color.
That's funny.
So maybe that would be okay. What do you think, Rose? Do you want to say hi? Do you want to do a trick? And show them how healthy you are. She's recovering really well from her injury. Her back legs still give her some problems, but I don't think she's in pain, so I'm quite pleased with how well she has recovered. Do you want to stand up? Or you can at least shake. Are you so tired? Shake? Oh, that's a very polite shake. Thank you. I don't think she's in the mood to do tricks, so we won't make her do it. Okay, it's now 2 minutes past 7 o'clock. I think we can officially get started. Welcome everyone to our amazing, exciting live event. We're going to do all kinds of fun giveaways tonight and talk about 2 really new things and exciting things that are going on here at Coloring Bliss. It boils down to 2, but there's a lot to talk about in those 2 things. So I'm really excited, and I think we should go ahead and start the timer. Let me find it here. We have a fancy timer. There you go. Okay, so when that timer counts down, we'll do the very first giveaway. And like I said before, the way we're going to do it is I'm going to give you guys a question, and in the live chat, you're going to type your answer to that question, and then we will randomly select. We have some independent people on tonight that are going to randomly select the winner for us, so we're not prejudiced or anything on who wins tonight. So it should be lots of fun. Steve, how's everybody doing?
It's going by really fast. So
okay,
just a little housekeeping with these chats is it does go by really fast, and so please don't be offended if I don't see your message, and don't feel like you can't ask again.
Yeah, you can ask it a couple times if
I won't be offended if you ask again. If you won't be offended if I accidentally miss you.
Yeah, because like for instance, he was talking just then and wasn't watching the chat. Yeah. So okay, so let's start out by talking about one of the 2 new things that are happening here at Coloring Bliss, and it has to do with a new book. Oh, I'm so excited about this book. Here it is. Isn't she beautiful? We've been working for weeks on this book, and it contains knowledge that I have gained over the last 10 years. It is Coloring Essentials, A Beginner's Guide to Coloring Success. I'm so excited about this book, and it is a special book. We have filled it with all kinds of art to inspire you, and we've also, if you buy the printed version from us at Coloring Bliss, you will get different types of paper inside this book. So when I recommend you practice with your color pencils, those pictures in the coloring book will be printed on my favorite color pencil paper. It's so exciting because I really want you to experience the different types of paper because I want to set you up for success as a beginning colorist. I also think this book is going to be fantastic for those of you who are intermediate or advanced colorists, because if you're like me, you always are going back and relearning the basics over and over and over again so that you can remember and get better at the basics. So when you start in on the advanced stuff, it's easier because the basics are just a piece of cake for you. So this book really is for everyone, and it's available 2 different ways, digitally and as a printed version like this one here in my hand. So I have a little, I think that's this one right here that can show you all about the different ways that you can get this book. One way is to purchase it digitally. Just come on over to Coloring Bliss and get it for $24.99. Now, if you want the printed version that I have here in my hands, it's $49.99. I know it's a little higher than most of our coloring books, but because we have so many different paper types, the logistics of putting this book together is really intense. In fact, I feel a little sad for Steve's sister who runs our print shop because this is going to be a lot of work for her, but I'm thrilled that we get to offer it this way for you. Now, another way to get this book is you can get it free. Yes, that's right. You can get this book for free as a digital download if you join our Coloring Academy. We're going to talk more about the Coloring Academy here in just a few minutes. And then the 4th way to get this book is to be a member, a paid member over at Coloring Bliss, and you'll get a discount. It's either a 10% or a 15% discount depending on what level you are over at Coloring Bliss, so you can get this beautiful book. So technically, if you decide to become a member, a Coloring Academy member, you'll get a free digital version of this, and then you can use your discount to buy the physical version as well. Then you'll have both. So I'm so excited about this book. I want to show you more in it. How much time do we have? We have 5 minutes until we do our giveaway. So let me show you a little bit about this book. And I think the best way to show you what's in here is to show you the table of contents. That's this right here, and we've got it broken into 4 different lessons. The first lesson is all about the supplies you need and getting organized so that coloring isn't a burden, it's easy and you just reach for it and do it. So that's what lesson 1 is all about. Lesson 2 gets you going, gets you coloring right away, and I have 4 quick coloring tips for all of the big 3. What is the big 3? The big 3 are the 3 coloring tools that I think are the most important for a beginning colorist to try. First is color pencils, second is alcohol markers, and third is gel pens. Those are the 3 products, the big 3 that I recommend everyone try before you decide whether coloring is for you or not. So I have 4 quick coloring tips for each of the big 3 in here. Plus we have hands-on exercises that are printed on the paper that corresponds with each of the big 3. So you get to try the marker paper, the color pencil paper, and you get to try our mixed media gel pen paper. So cool. And then lesson 3 is another topic that is kind of a stumbling block for the beginning colorist, and that is, what colors do I pick? How do I pick the right colors? And so lesson 3 is all about how to pick colors confidently and to give up on this idea of a right color and to trust your instincts. So that's what we'll do in lesson 3. And then in lesson 4, this is such a fun lesson. I'm going to switch over to that part of the book right now and show you how cute this is. Look at that. We've broken the types of colorists down into 6 categories. We have the therapeutic colorist, the craftsy, artsy colorist. We have the artistically injured colorist, the creatively unsatisfied colorist, the extroverted colorist, and we have the introverted colorist. And each of these types, I give advice specifically to you. If, for instance, maybe you're introverted and you're scared to show off your art, I'm going to give you really specific guidelines, tips, and ideas to help you as an introverted colorist. I'm not trying to change you. I'm just trying to help you so that you can get the most out of your coloring. I think one of the stumbling blocks for brand new colorists is that they go compare themselves to an extroverted colorist who's posting pictures all the time on social media, and maybe they're not extroverted. Maybe they're a little bit introverted, and they're a little bit therapeutic. They're doing it to help them de-stress. And maybe they don't need to share the images they color the same way an extroverted person does. So that's why I broke it into 6 types, and I give you advice and help you set goals for you specifically, not for just colorists in general. And check it out in the back here. Steve has given us these little characters to color. Isn't that fun? I'm so glad he made it in, I think, a couple places. Yeah, bigger versions back here, so you get to color these really adorable little illustrations. Okay, I've been talking and talking. I thought I'd at least get this part of the business down. After we do this giveaway that we're going to start here in 2 minutes, we'll talk about the other new and exciting things that are happening here at Coloring Bliss. How's the chat, Steve?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, they're talking about the kinds of colorists that they are, And,
oh, good. You're already identifying.
And how they're multiple, types.
Yeah, me, I think I'm at least 3 of those types. When I first started out, I was definitely the, what's it called, Steve? The therapeutic.
Yeah.
That was me when I first started with art in general. I needed it for therapy. And then as the years have gone on, it really speaks to me as craftsy, artsy. I love to go to an art store and just shop for art supplies. That's really me. Artistically injured, that's people who maybe in the past they've been told they're no good at art, or maybe you feel like you're no good at art and you don't know exactly why you feel that way. I consider you artistically injured, and I definitely had experiences like that as a child, and even as an adult never felt like I was an artist, but here I am. Creatively unsatisfied. That's a really fun one too, because you feel that urge to create. You want to do something, but it's hard to do it. Hard to get started, or maybe you just stop halfway. That's the creatively unsatisfied. And then we've already talked a little bit about the extroverted and introverted. So I'm glad they're as excited about these fun types of colorists as I was when I was coming up with them. Okay, we have 30 seconds until it's time for our first giveaway. I'm so excited about this. Let's go up here like this, and I've got my cheat sheet here with all the notes that I need for tonight. So I'm going to switch over to the giveaway page. Okay, so if you're watching right now and you haven't turned on your live chat yet, you need to find the little button or whatever, the words live chat, and make sure you click on that. And on your screen, there's going to be a whole bunch of chat that will come up. That's where you're going to put in your answer to the question I'm about to ask. And then we have some people that are here tonight with, they're in a different room, but they're going to randomly choose from the answers. It doesn't matter what you answer, but they're going to randomly choose one person to win each prize. And each prize tonight ranges anywhere from $12 all the way up to almost $40. We'll do the big one at the end tonight. So, and yes, you do have to be present to win, because you have to chat. You have to put your answer into the chat. Okay, so let's begin. The timer is done. We should take that off the screen now. And I'm going to give you a question to answer. Are you ready? Okay, if you were marooned on a desert island, which one of the big 3 that I was just talking about would you bring with you? Would you bring color pencils, alcohol markers, or gel pens? You only get to bring one of the big 3. Which one would you bring? So put your answers in the chat right now. Don't put it as a comment to the video. You want to put it in the chat. And that's where our independent what would we call them? Officials. The independent officials are looking right now. So I'm going to give you a good minute to get everybody's answers in. Which one would you bring if you were marooned on a desert island? What about you, Steve? If you were marooned and you could only bring one coloring supply, Which of the big three would you bring?
Colored pencils.
Color pencils. Well, that's what I would bring too.
Wow, we'd have a fun time.
And then I think in the case of color pencils, I might, sneak a few markers in and a few gel pens in. Whoa, color pencils is just coming up like crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one.
Pencils, gel pens for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got them all.
They're the big three. Don't you guys agree that those are the three most important basic art supplies that you need to learn as a beginning colorist?
They probably have the same thinking that I do, or at least some of them, that they wouldn't dry out.
Yeah.
Like, that was my first thought. You're on a desert island.
I'm thinking
alcohol marker and gel pens.
Oh, you're very practical.
Yeah. So it was more of a practical reason.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking practical at all. I just love color pencils. That's very practical.
Oh, yeah. Somebody said, Dawn says I'd worry about the markers drying out.
Yeah. Color pencils, you could use them up. And I guess you could use them as
they'd
kindling.
last longer.
You could use them as kindling as you
sharpen
sharpen them. So keep your fire going. Okay, have we given them enough time? Has the answers slowed down?
Yeah.
Okay, yep. So now I think his name is Steve. That's only going to confuse you more.
Sherry.
Is it Sherry that's doing it tonight?
I don't know, but
okay.
Steve and Sherry are our marketing department, and they'll take care of it.
Yeah, so Sherry's going to randomly pick someone right now, and then we will announce who that winner is. They're going to text it to us. So in the meantime, I wanted to ask you what you thought of my new book. Do you have any questions about the book that I didn't answer that I can answer for you right now while we're waiting for Sherry to pick the winner? Is she there? Is she going to pick it? Okay, good. Make sure that we're not just waiting for no one, maybe.
And so, Steve, we're calling you Sherry just to avoid confusion.
Yeah. Someone else said they would definitely bring
Okay, I have
pencils.
a winner. So, what's the first gift?
The very first gift. Oh, I didn't even pull it out. Okay. I'm calling this my smalls, the smalls that I wanted to. When we picked these prizes, Steve and I discussed what are like the essential things that you need in order to get a good experience with color pencils and markers and gel pens. And one of the very first things that came up to my mind were these three products. So we have a brand new pencil sharpener. This one is, it's got German blades. It's really a hefty sharpener. It's by M&R is what it's called. I can't even remember what they called this one. It's the brass 2-hole sharpener. It's heavy. This little guy I think is $9 for him, and he's got 2 holes, a big one and a little one. So he's really a good sharpener. And then along with that, I'm giving you the winner, Derwent Drawing Chinese white pencil, my favorite white color pencil, and I have tested many white color pencils, and this is my favorite. And then if you've never had a good blender pencil, Karen Dash I think makes one of the best blender pencils, and this is a 2-pack. You get one that is wood and one that's just a full stick of the blender material. So I'm calling this my smalls. This is worth $15.27. And who is our winner, Steve?
Layla Briggs.
Woohoo! Did you write her name down?
Yep.
Okay, Layla Briggs, congratulations, you're our first winner. Woohoo!
So Layla, I will try to contact you through YouTube, through the chat, but if that doesn't work, please go to our website, click on the contact button, and send me a message.
Okay.
With your name and mailing address.
Okay, congratulations, Layla. I'm going to put this to the side because this is yours now. All right, let's start the timer for the next giveaway. Woohoo! That was fun. I like doing this. Okay, so we've already talked about our brand new book, this resource right here. And now I'm going to tell you about the other really big thing that's happening here at Coloring Bliss. We've been very aware of how the financial situation in the United States and the whole world is becoming more and more difficult. And so Steve and I have been discussing how we can make our paid membership program a little more affordable. So unlike the rest of the world, we're not going to raise our prices. We're actually going to lower our prices. What? We're going to lower our prices. And what we've decided to do is instead of having 2 levels called apprentice and partner, we're putting those 2 levels together and we're calling it the Coloring Academy, or the Color Academy. I think it makes so much sense to call it the Color Academy because people who sign up for this level have come for all the hundreds of hours of video instruction that we have on our website. Maybe you didn't even know we do this on our website. But instead of charging $25 a month, we're dropping it to $15 a month to become a Color Academy member. And that gives you access to so much, hundreds of hours of videos. You're going to get it's $80 of sign up bonuses, $80 worth of sign up bonuses. And Steve, let's tell them what they get when they sign up.
Okay,
first thing you're going to get, the new book. You get the digital version of this new book. So right off, you're getting everything you need. As a Color Academy member, you get the book and all the instructions, hundreds of hours of instructions waiting for you. Now we're also giving away, you get this book right here. It's called Swatch Bliss Volume 1. It's a digital swatch book that you can print off on any paper you want, and you can get all the swatching done that you need to get done, all with that book. Now you also get digital versions. Let me grab them here. You're going to get a digital version of this book, Chibi Bliss. This is one of my favorite books. I don't know if you've seen this one. Let me just go to this view here and I'll show you how cute the chibis are in here. Let me switch. Oh, there's one that I've colored already. This one I have printed on our tan paper, and you can pick any kind of paper you want at our Bliss print shop. We've got black paper, tan paper, color pencil paper, marker paper, watercolor paper, mixed media paper. We've got tons of paper for you to choose from. I really like the tan paper for the chibis because as you work with the chibi skin tones, it makes everything easier, whether you're trying to do a light skin tone or a dark skin tone. Starting at a mid-tone paper like this only makes your life a lot easier. Oh, look, see how cute. These are just so darling. Oh my goodness. This one was so fun to color. So much fun. So you get Chibi Bliss as a free digital download. You also get Mandala Bliss Volume 5, which again is one of my favorite books I've ever drawn, and it's because it's all simple mandalas. And I love a good simple mandala because you can practice almost anything in a mandala, and you don't have to worry about skin tone or fur textures. You just have tons of places to explore, practice your blending. It's such a fun book. So you get that as a free download as well. So becoming a member, let me get this up here, as a Color Academy member, you quickly make your money back. $15, and then we'll give you $80 worth of digital downloads. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then you also get a discount in our print shop. And you get multiple entries in our Big 3 giveaway that I haven't even talked about yet, which we'll talk about after this next giveaway.
Which, by the way, we didn't mention that the colorist level, we also changed out the $5 level. We changed out the bonus gift to Mandala Bliss Volume 5.
Oh.
So all of you $5 members, be sure to go out there and get the new download.
You get Volume 5 of Mandala Bliss. Well, that's really cool. I didn't know you decided to do that. So very good. Okay, we have 5 more minutes until our next giveaway. And the next prize, let me go ahead and show you what the next prize is. I think that's this one right here. Okay, let me show you what we're going to be giving away next.
Becky was saying that the chibis have become one of her favorite books, and she's almost colored them all.
Ooh, I would love to see, Becky. That's so cool. I haven't colored them all yet.
Yeah, and Bay uses the mandalas when her anxiety is really high.
Mandalas are so good, not just for practicing if you're a beginning colorist and you just want to practice your blending. Mandalas are good for that because you just do the same thing around the whole mandala, so it gives you lots of opportunities to practice. But if you're the type of person who has a hard time making color decisions, or you just need something that's kind of mindless to sit and color, a mandala is perfect because you make one color decision and then you color it all the way around. And then you make another color decision and you color it all the way around. And so it's very soothing and relaxing. And this is what we're going to give away next. Have you ever owned a Copic marker? Well, they sell them now in these little 3-packs, which with a light, medium, and dark. And of course I had to get purple. What other color would I have chosen, right? So we've got these 3 Copic markers. This little package right here is worth $17.69. So I'm excited. In about 3 minutes here, I'll ask you the question, and then you can enter for a chance to win. Again, remember to make sure you're answering the question in the chat and not as a comment to the video. So just have your chat open. And also, if you're enjoying this, make sure you hit a thumbs up so that YouTube will know that you're enjoying this event. So I would really appreciate that. And I'm assuming you're all subscribed. You better be subscribed to our channel. Okay, so we've talked about the new Color Academy level. And later I'm going to show you some of the really fun things that we've done in the Coloring Academy. I have about 11 big 3-ring binders full of resources and coloring worksheets and all kinds of things that I have accumulated over the last 3 years as we have built that library of video tutorials. So there is a lot there. So as you become a Coloring Academy member, you'll just get access to the whole thing in one big download, including that $80 gift that we're giving away. So I think there are links to our website in the video description so that you can click on it and go learn more about the different membership levels, and you can go learn about all the things we print in the print shop, all that good stuff. But don't go away right now, because in 2 minutes we're going to give these Copic markers away.
Okay, I think I'm also, let me log into our website. I think maybe we'll switch to my computer just real quick, because I'm getting a lot of questions on how to change the membership level.
Okay. Oh yeah, because if you are a colorist right now or a free member and you want to upgrade to become Academy member, so you get the new book and the chibi book and the mandala book and hundreds of hours of videos. I mean, it's a no-brainer in my opinion, especially when you consider that it took us 3 years to build that library, and now it's just this huge, amazing resource. Now, are you sure you want to do this right now onto the MacBook? Because in 1 minute, we're supposed to do the giveaway.
Oh, ooh. Yeah, maybe I should wait until...
Yeah, let's do it after we've done the giveaway here. Okay, so I'm going to... Should we just... Well, we got to wait the 1 minute, because what if someone ran to the bathroom or something? I don't want them to feel like...
Yeah, we got to make sure everybody has a fair chance.
So we got to be fair and wait the 1 minute. I'm just so excited to give it away. Yeah, they love
the purple...
Isn't this a great idea to sell them as in tritones like this, a light, medium, and dark?
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
This is really smart. It would be a good way to collect these markers because they're pricey. Like I said, this one here was almost $18 for this little 3-pack here. But if you get this, if you're the winner, I'm excited for you to experience how easy it is to blend when you have a good light, medium, and dark. It makes blending markers like really easy. If you have only a light and a dark, then it's really tricky to get that transition and to have no big weird blending line in between the two. Okay, we got 10 more seconds to do it. Is there anything I need to answer?
Becky asked what makes Copics very special.
Copics, one thing I love about them is the nib on the marker is just stellar. That brush tip nib is amazing to work with. The other thing that is Copic that's awesome is that it is a part of a huge system. Hundreds of markers you can collect. They're refillable. You can replace the nib if something happens to them. And they're considered a really high-end artist grade marker because of all those things put together. If you're an illustrator and you need a good dependable set of markers, that's why a lot of people turn to Copics. Okay, we're at the end of
right.
the timer. So we have a question. Again, I'm going to say the question. Then you can put your answer in the chat, and our official chooser will choose the winner. So here's your question. What is your favorite color to create art with? Mine is purple. What's your favorite color to create art with? Steve, if you could only pick one color to do art with.
I think you know what I would choose.
I think you would choose blue.
Yes. Good guess.
Thank you. Okay, get your answers in. What color would you choose as your favorite color to do art with in general? She's snoring back there. Can you hear it? I love that sound. That's one of my favorite
It's so
sounds.
relaxing, especially like if you're tired and she's like laying on your lap and she's
Yeah.
just so relaxing.
Or you get into bed and I'll turn over and she'll come curl up like behind my knees and then just start snoring like that. And it's just like, oh, heaven.
And then our cat, when he purrs, like I call it Mishka, his name is Mishka, and I call it Mishka therapy.
Yeah, he is.
Because if he comes and he sits on your lap, he's a big boy. And so you got the weight of him, and then you know, of course you pet his fur, and he's really smooth, and that's nice. So you get the sensory of that, and then you look at him, and he's just beautiful, you know, all his fur and the way it moves, and then he's purring, and so you get the experience of the purr.
Yeah, you really enjoy that, don't you? I can tell.
Mishka therapy.
Look at all the colors.
Yeah, lots of great ones coming through.
Wow. All different colors. I think that's so fascinating to me that, you know, like I've said before, we are people of color. We live in a world of color. We're surrounded by color. We're always making color decisions. And it's interesting how all of us, you know, have different perceptions of color. Color is just, it's so fascinating to me. Do we have a winner, Steve?
We do.
Okay, drum roll.
Catherine Plunkett.
Catherine, congratulations! These beautiful 3 purple markers are yours, Catherine. Hopefully you like purple because that's what's coming your way. So congratulations, Catherine! Woohoo! Okay, I'm going to start the timer right away here so that we can get the next giveaway ready. Now, Steve, you wanted to share something with everybody so that
let me just show them really quick a few things on the site, how to buy the book, how to change your membership level, that kind of thing.
Okay.
I will say, if you are a Bliss apprentice or a Bliss partner right now,
Yes.
I sent out an email today to you explaining how this change affects you and what your options are for upgrading, or if you want to, you can just stay the same.
Yep.
We're not going to be able to sign up as an apprentice or a partner going forward, but if you're already one and you want to stay there, you can.
Yep.
We're not making you change. And so we're not doing anything automatic. We need you to make that decision for yourself. Okay, so let's...
Steve will connect up here.
All right here I think is my...
Yeah.
Okay, here I am. Let's say I am a Bliss Colorist and I want to make that change.
So you've logged in already.
I've logged in already. This is my Bliss Colorist dashboard.
Okay.
It's where I can come in and get coloring pages and tools and, you know, that kind of thing. Up here it says Account. Go ahead and click on Account. Ooh, I wonder if this is going to show...
Private information.
Yeah, I think it will.
Okay, I'll put it back on me for a second while you figure out if this is going to...
Okay, no, it doesn't right
Okay.
Okay.
There.
Okay, down under here where it says My Memberships, you can click Change or View All Membership Options. Either one will do that, will take you to the same place, which is the Membership Levels page. And on here, you can scroll down and you can click a new level if you'd like to change. So if you're a $5 member and you want to go to Coloring Academy, or a $10 member, you can click Sign Me Up and do the new level.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if I want to get into all the details of whether you should cancel first, let your time expire, and then update. But if you have any questions, just send me a message. See up here on support.
There.
Right there is support. Go ahead and click that, and that will take you to the support page, and from there you can send me a message. And please do it through that support link, because that helps me keep track of all of our communications.
Yeah, Steve gets a lot of emails, and if you really want his attention, that's the way to do it. If you send an email to support@coloringbliss, he'll see it too, but once in a while things slip through the cracks there. But if you use that support link, then Steve has a real way to track those requests and those askings for help. That's the problem with being live.
I would never, if I was just doing it through email, there's no way I could keep on top of it, which is why I got the software. The other thing I'd like to show you is how to buy the book. So,
yes,
you can, up here, you got shop, right? And then you can scroll down, and right there at the top, I have Coloring Essentials, or you can click on it there, either place. You can see right here, when you are logged in, you automatically get your discounted price.
Woohoo!
It's $49.99. This account, this is just a test account I have. I am set up as a Coloring Academy member, so I'm getting 15% off, which brings the price of the book down to $42.49. So there is no coupon code or anything you have to use. You can just go here and do that. Now the support link, as someone asked, is right here at the top of the page. When you're logged in, you get that support link. This whole gray bar drops down and gives you this extra level of links. Now, if you're not logged in, or you can't log in for some reason, you can come down to the very bottom of the page and click on Contact, and that will take you to the same place.
Oh, that's very good that there's two. Steve has worked really hard on this software.
Now, the other thing is, if you click on Coloring Essentials, the print version, down here at the bottom of all of it, I also put a link to the digital version. And then if you are an Academy member and you want to get your free download of this digital version, then I recommend coming up here, clicking on links, or click on our logo. It'll take you to your member dashboard. And so Coloring Academy dashboard, if I scroll down, there is this option, subscription bonuses.
That's where the $80 of bonuses
live.
Yeah,
exactly. And there, this is where you see Beginner's Coloring Guide, you see the Chibi Bliss book, the Mandala book, the Holiday Gift Tags, and Swatch Bliss Volume 4. So this is where you can download all of those. So I'll click on Coloring Essentials, I'll scroll down, and there's this purple download button, and that's where I can download it. Now, one thing that I will say is that I set this PDF up so that you can... that sounded funny. Anyway, I set this PDF up so that you could print it duplex, or two-sided.
Okay, good.
So what you'll see when you open the PDF is you will see some blank pages. But that's because, like the coloring pages, I put a blank page on the back so that if you print it duplex, there isn't anything on the other side. So if you're, especially like you're using the markers, the alcohol markers, since they're notorious for bleeding.
Yeah, so some of the pages you'll want double-sided, like these ones that are all the instruction. But then as you get in here to the color pencil paper, you're going to want that single-sided. So if you do decide to throw some marker on there or something, it won't bleed through to the other side and ruin the art that's on the other side. Okay, we are doing really good here.
Marion asked, when you change memberships to the $15 one, do you get the bonus? Yes, you do.
Yeah.
And for Bliss partners who are already there, you also get the bonus if you decide to stay at the Bliss partner level. It's already in there right now. You could go get it right now.
Yeah. So if you're a partner member, check for your email and go get your free download of this book right here. Now, also, I wanted to mention that the most important thing about our website is that you log in. It seems like Steve has the website set up really well, but if you don't log in, it can be a little confusing. So the very first thing I always do anytime I come to our website to look for a page to color for you is I just log in right away, and then everything is so much easier to manage as a member. So, Okay, we have about 2.5 minutes until our next giveaway. I'm so excited. What was the name of the first winner? Did you write that down, Steve? I wanted to write her name down here.
Yes, it was Layla.
Layla, that's right. I was trying to remember. Okay. So we have Layla and Catherine have won so far, and we have our third one. Ooh, this is a good one. Ooh, I'm excited about this one. Let me grab it and we'll talk about the prize. I'm so excited. I wish we could do this all the time. Just give stuff away all the time.
I know, it'd be fun,
it's so much fun. Okay, so the prize for the third winner, let me show it to you here, is this set of color pencils. So Steve asked me, is there like a really special set that you would like to give away? Something that is special and unique and that most people haven't purchased? And my mind went straight to these pencils right here. They're by Cretacolor and they're called the Brilliance, and these are the big boys. Look how big and beefy they are. Let me compare it to, this is a Polychromos pencil, so you can see how much bigger these pencils are, and they're metallics. They're beautiful metallic pencil. They come in from Austria. And I've done a whole, when we did our battle of the metallic color pencils, this was one of the winners in that because they're so beautiful and I love the way they feel in your hand. They are a really special pencil, and this package right here is worth $22.24. So if you like using anything blingy or you're a color pencil fan, I think you're really going to like this particular prize. I'm really excited about them. I really like coloring with these. Like I said, they feel good in your hand and they lay down some pretty metallic colors. So much fun. Ooh, Rose is looking hot back there. The lights are very warm. We might have to get her down and let her have a drink here in a few minutes. Okay, we have 25 more seconds and then I will give you the question. Now remember, I'm going to repeat this again. Remember that the way you enter for these little giveaways is by answering a question that I'm about to ask, and you want to put your answer into the chat, not as a comment under the video, but in the chat. And then we have some official people who are going to pick the winner so that it's not Steve and I, and we know it'll be random, and they do a great job for us. So, oh, someone asked, what sharpener do you use? I think this new one that we gave away, I think this one works. If not, Cretacolor makes its own sharpener that you can get that is made just for their mega pencils, but I think it's the same size as that big hole right there, so I think this one will work. I think the 2-hole comb also works, so there's a lot of options for sharpening them. Okay, the timer is up. It's time for the next question. Let me take that timer down, and the question for this prize right here is, what is the name of our newest membership level? Were you listening? What is the name of our newest membership level? Let me give you guys a hint if I can find it. Right here.
That's a big
I
hint.
want everybody to be able to answer this question. So we have 3 membership levels. We have the free, which, like I said, everybody needs to be a free member so you don't miss out on big events like this. We have the Colorist membership level, which is our $5 a month level and gives you access to our premium library, and they get a digital download of which book, Steve, as a colorist?
The Mandala Bliss Volume 5.
Okay, so you get a free book also by becoming that member. And then our newest member, which it looks like everybody's remembering, is the Academy. That's the next one. Oh, what did that do? It put it up on the...
Sorry.
Steve clicked something and now it's up on the screen.
Shaw F Academy.
Good job, Shaw F. That's the right answer, but you're not the winner.
Okay, there, I got it to go off. That's funny.
Okay, we have our independent professionals randomly selecting one of you who have answered. And even if you answered wrong, it's okay. We love you all, even because, right, there's no mistakes in coloring, right?
Right.
Okay, so we'll wait just a minute here while our professional independent panel of one randomly chooses. I do like that it's not us picking. I feel like that's much more fair.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so
Just so you
good.
know, we have some marketing people that we're working with, and Steve and Sherry, and so we have them doing
really
that right
awesome now. People. Okay, so I don't think we have a name yet.
I'm sure he'll be sending one soon.
While we're waiting for the winner, don't forget to hit the thumbs up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, who is the winner?
The winner is Robin Powell.
Robin Powell. Congratulations. Woohoo! I'm going to write your name down, Robin, because this set of Criticolor Brilliance is yours. Robin. Steve's keeping track over there as well. Now, Steve, what does Robin need to do to claim her prize?
Robin, please go to our website, and down there at the very bottom, there's that contact link I showed you previously, or if you're logged in, you can click support. And send me a message with your mailing address.
Okay. So that's our first 3 prizes. Guess what, you guys? I have 8 prizes in total to give away tonight. But we also have another very special thing going on, and that is a huge giveaway. I'm calling it the Big 3, and we're going to pick 3 winners for this. And let me show you right here. This is what we're giving away, you guys. I'm so excited about this one too. So this giveaway starts today, August 31st, and ends September 14th. So you have about 3 weeks to get your entries in. And we're giving away a full set of Prismacolor color pencils. Full set. Woohoo! And 2, we're giving away a gel pen prize, which includes that huge set of jelly rolls and my favorite Pentel Sparkle Pops. That one gift prize as well. So the Prismacolor prize package is worth $173 because we're also including in that prize for the Prismacolor pencils a full printed version of our new book. So you get pencils and a book. The gel pen prize, same deal. You're going to get the gel pens, all those beautiful gel pens, plus a Coloring Essentials book. So the gel pen prize is worth $144.29. And then the third of the big 3 prize is the alcohol marker prize, which we are giving away Olo markers. Woohoo! If you've seen any recent videos, you know I've gone Olo marker crazy. So this is a 32-piece brush half marker set worth $105 plus. You also will win the Coloring Essentials book. So that prize is worth $154.99. So cool. So we're going to choose 3 different winners for the big 3. Isn't that fun? 3 winners for the big 3. Mm-hmm. So even if you don't win something tonight, it's okay because that prize will be there and you can enter to win. And Steve is really excited because he's figured out in the software how to make it possible if you become a colorist or a a Color Academy member, either an Academy member or a colorist, you get extra entries for winning the big 3. More reasons for you to go ahead and become a paid member over at Coloring Bliss. So that's our big 3 prizes. Steve, we need to show it to them. Will you grab the Prismacolors behind? Because, it's so exciting. Will you hand me the Prismacolors?
You bet.
I kind of am jealous about this one. I kind of want another full set because I'm still a Prismacolor girl. In the end of all things, if I had to go to a desert island, this is probably what I would take with me. Look at that, fresh in the plastic, beautiful full set of Prismacolor Premier pencils. I love these pencils. They're really especially good for beginners. They have a delicate core though, so you do need to make sure you sharpen them carefully and never ever drop them. Don't drop these pencils. So that's the only disadvantage of Prismacolor pencils is their core is super soft, but that's also an advantage because it makes blending a lot easier. So that's why they're my favorite. Plus they're, at least here in the United States, a pretty budget-friendly pencil. This whole set right here cost us $124. And if you watch, sometimes they'll drop below $100 on a good sale like Black Friday type sales. So this is a really fun thing. Now, Steve, will you hand me the gel pen prize?
Okay. I have to admit, this one's kind of a fun one too.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of excited for somebody with this one.
Yeah, so this one is the 74 pack of Jelly Rolls. Technically, it's not the full set because there are like the souffle pens and I can't think of the other one. But there are a few other obscure pens beyond this set, and I don't think this is the full set of Moonlight pens either. But it gives you a little bit of everything, including some of these dual color ones and the Stardusts and the metallics. And then I couldn't just give you the Jelly Rolls. I needed to give you these as well. These are the Pentel Sparkle Pops. Love these pens. If you've never tried them, you need to try them. But the price has been going up. Have you guys noticed? I think I used to be able to get this pack for like $10 back when they first came out. And now this pack right here costs $14. So the price has been going up on this type of pen, but it's worth every penny. These are spectacular to color with. So that's the gel pen prize for the big three. And now finally is the Olo marker prize. And like I said, we have gone a little Olo crazy over here. So what we got for you, it came with all this stuff, and I opened up the package because I wanted to make sure it was right. But this way I can show you what you get. You get a bonus double-ended zero marker, which if you've seen my videos where I'm coloring with the Olo markers, I use this pen all the time. And then you get 32 half brush markers. So they look like this. See how they're half a marker, and then you can put them together with the little coupler that they came with. But this one marker right here, this little half, has the same amount of ink as in an entire Copic marker. So you're not getting gypped because it's smaller. It has to do with their new system inside of the way the ink flows. And then it has a brush tip. Let me show you that brush tip on there. Really beautiful brush tip marker. So this is a really neat new system. I'm loving it. Every time I reach for an alcohol marker now, it's an Olo marker, and I just love it. My full set syndrome is going crazy with these markers. So that's the prize for the third big grand prize that we will be announcing the winner for those three on September 15th via email. So follow the link in the video description to take you over to our website, and you can start getting your entries in right now if you want to. Although you don't want to leave, because in 3 minutes I'm giving away something else. Here, Steve, will you put that behind you? Thank you. Are there any questions about the big three giveaway? Again, it starts August 31st today and ends September 14th, and the winner will be announced September 15th. And there's tons of different ways to enter so that everybody, whether you're a free member or a paid member, you get lots of entries into this giveaway.
The bicycle lady is worried that Rose needs water.
I think you're right. She's been panting.
It's kind of hot in here.
Yeah, the lights can get warm, and we don't have our air conditioning going right now. I know I'm hot. So if she starts panting again, let Steve know, and we'll get her some water. Or we could have you go do it real quick right now, Steve. We have 2 minutes. He'll go get some water for her right now. Oh, she poked her head up. You interested in that? You need a drink? Do you want a drink? Do you want to go with Daddy to get a drink? You're going to wait. Okay, she's going to wait. We call this pretty princess water when Dad brings her a bowl of water and serves it to her. We call it the pretty princess water. Because we love her so much, we don't make her go to her water bowl. Why would we do that? I think this started when she got injured. Don't you think that's when this started, Steve? This pretty princess water thing.
Yeah.
Oh, good girl. I'll leave this water here on the side so she can get more. Oh, thirsty girl. Are you done? More? More? Yeah. Make sure you hit a thumbs up if you like Little Rose. Yeah. Wow, she's going to drink this whole thing.
And then, yeah, make sure you're on live chat. There is an option both, on whether you're on a PC or on a phone, right above the comments where you can change it from top chat to live chat.
Yeah.
Live chat will show you everything in order as it's happening.
Yeah.
Which I think can help with some of the delay between the video and the chat.
Yeah. Okay, 54 seconds. I think I can announce what the next prize is. Let me get to the right page here, and I need to mark these off so I don't lose track. We've done 3. We have 5 more prizes to go through the rest of the evening. The next prize, ooh, this is a good one. They're all good because I was like, what's my favorite things? And okay, this is the next prize. Right here. Ooh. Now, next to Copic and Olo, Blick Studio brush markers are my favorite. I have the full set syndrome satisfied, and I love them because they are very comparable to a Copic marker. You can get refills, replace the nibs. The set that they come in, it's not that dynamic of a color set. I feel like there are still some holes in the Blick Studio brush marker colors, but it's pretty good, and that's a lot less money than the Copics. So we got you a 6-piece assorted set of Blick Studio brush markers. The value of this is $14.92, so $15 for this little 6-pack of markers. So this will give you a really good experience with the good nibs and an Illustrator type marker. You'll really enjoy these. So let's see here. The question I have for you. We already talked about what your favorite color is to color with and do art with. So my question here is, what is your least favorite color to create art with? I think that's a harder question. Don't you think that's a harder question?
Yeah, I think so, except for Polly.
Yes. Polly is a longtime member. She's been on the channel before, and I know what her least favorite color is.
And it's your favorite.
It's my favorite. That's why it's always been an ongoing joke. I'm going to check this off so I don't get lost. What is your least favorite color to create art with? You're going to want to put your answer in the live chat, not as a comment below the video. I just want to make sure all of you have a really good and equal chance at this. Right now, all your colors are coming up, and our official, non-biased name picker is going to randomly choose one of you. What do you see? A lot of the same colors, or
brown? Is coming up quite a bit. Mm-hmm. It's hard to see because it is going so fast. There's gray, brown, yellow, black.
Yeah, black.
Someone doesn't like green. I saw somebody said watercolor.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was creative.
Well, green used to be one of my least favorite colors, and I think it's because I'm a child of the 70s/80s, and my kitchen growing up had avocado green everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And so I think I grew up feeling like it was sort of an outdated color that I didn't like. But I have to admit, like a yellowy green, like an avocado green, is one of my most used colors now, and I've worked really hard as a colorist to stop not liking colors. I want to like them all, and so that was one that was hard for me to get over my bias towards, was like an avocado green color.
Another thing to look for if you feel like your chat is out of sync with your video is if you hover over the video and you look at the red line at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure it's all the way to the right.
Okay, in case you accidentally paused it or
something. Yeah,
because
somebody just typed Academy. And it makes me wonder if they're watching
behind.
it like way back.
Yeah. We'll still put you in as an entry. Academy's a color, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I want everybody to have a chance. Maybe you don't have a color you don't like. That's okay too. You can put that into the chat. So now we're waiting for Sherry and Steve, our independent panel of pickers, to pick a winner, and we'll see who wins this 6-piece set of Blick Studio brush markers. I think that's the quietest I've been for the last hour.
It's amazing how you can just keep. It's definitely a talent.
That I talk so much?
Well, it does sound like a backhanded compliment, but I didn't mean it that way.
I know you didn't mean it that way, but
because when I've tried it, like to just have your brain being able to keep up and keep going, it's impressive.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like I'm just talking and talking and talking.
Okay.
Oh, we have a winner?
Yep. The winner is Mags Tam.
Mags, congratulations. I'm going to write your name down right here. Oh, I'm so excited for you to try these markers. Okay, Mags, your name is in my book. Steve's writing it in his book. Steve, what does Mags need to do to claim her prize?
Mags, go to our website and contact me. The contact link is at the very bottom of the page in the footer. And send me your name, your mailing address.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer now to move us towards our next giveaway, because I'm looking at my list and we still have 4 more prizes, and the biggest of all the prizes is last. So yay, I'm so excited. And I know what all the prizes are. Okay, let's put this back here. Keep it safe for Mags. So we've had Layla, Catherine, Robin, and Mags so far.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about, we've talked about the Big 3 giveaway. We've talked about my new resource book and the membership changes, but we did talk about that new book at the very beginning, and if you've come in a little later, you might not know about this special book. So let me show it to you. This is the book here. It's called Coloring Essentials, and I want to kind of thumb through it a little bit. So let me get this like this and see if I can... Haha! I did it.
Good job.
Look at that. It's got my picture. It's got a timer. We're really using this software.
We're very fancy.
Okay, so I want to show you a little bit in each lesson. So this is lesson 1, and the main thing about lesson 1 is to teach you about the Big 3. And for me, the Big 3, the 3 tools that I think every colorist needs to try and have them in their arsenal is color pencils, alcohol markers, and gel pens. So those are the Big 3. That's why we're giving away a set of Prismacolor pencils, the Olo markers, and the Jelly Roll and Pentel Sparkle Pop gel pens. So that's where that idea came from. Now in this book I have filled it with a whole bunch of my art. Let me get my face off of there. I've filled it with a bunch of my art that I've colored over the years to inspire you and get you excited about coloring.
I think that was one of the funnest things about laying this out, because we've never really shown your colored pages. I mean, we do in the workshops, the coloring video workshops, and of course the color alongs, but
yeah, but it was really fun to revisit all of this art, and it made me realize I don't think I give myself enough credit for the amount of practice that I put in. Like, I just feel like one day I decided to draw and do coloring, and then here we are, boom, 10 years later. And that's not what happened, Jennifer.
It wasn't a music montage.
It wasn't a music montage, fast forward version, and all of a sudden I can color. It was a lot of work and a lot of trial and error and learning, and I think I love sharing with all of you the things I've learned so that I can feel like you're set up for success. I don't want people who want to try this to get frustrated. I want them to feel empowered and ready to color. And that's where this book is really important to me, because I'm empowering you. I'm teaching you what to collect. Like, which brand should you buy? I don't want you to waste your money. If you walk into Walmart and just buy the first set of color pencils you find, you might be really discouraged with those, and you might feel like it's your fault that those color pencils aren't doing what you want them to do. But what you didn't realize is that it was the brand that just, it can't perform the way you want it to, and it needs to be paired with the right paper. Those are the types of things that this book will teach you, so that you can skip a whole bunch of the heartache and the hard things that I had to learn. I've got it all in here. Now that's what lesson 1 is about, and then at the end of lesson 1 I give you a checklist, because I want you to get it all pulled together into one place and have everything that you need to do your coloring effectively. And so I have a checklist that I want everyone who gets this book to take seriously. Go through and check them off. Put them all in a big box. It could just be a big shoebox, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be fancy, but have it all collected together so you're ready to color with the big 3. Then we get into lesson 2, where you actually get to do some hands-on coloring. And if you decide to buy the printed version, the cool thing about the printed version is you're actually going to get some of those papers I was just talking about. So in this section here, where I tell you to start practicing, at first I talk about color pencils, and then I say, now go practice. So we give you a place to practice, and this is the color pencil paper right here. So you get to feel the difference. You can color a little bit over here on this slick paper, and then color over here, and you'll realize that this is a huge difference. The way a color pencil lays down on this paper, it's just going to be eye-opening. And I remember when I first learned about paper, I thought it was some sort of a gimmick, a way to get us to spend more money as colorists. I just wanted to buy the color pencils and the markers, and the paper, I was like, no, it can't be that important. So it took me a while to finally dive in and learn about paper and try it, and it was like mind-blowing, and I had such a better experience with all the blends and everything that we were doing. So we give you paper in here to practice some coloring pages. See, something simple, something a little bit more detail oriented, all on the color pencil paper. Then we get into alcohol markers, and we do the same thing, only this time it's with alcohol marker paper. Well, marker paper is what we call it. Again, a more simple mandala to practice your blends in, and then something a little bit more complicated. And then we do the same thing with gel pens. We give you gel pen paper, which we call our mixed media paper, because the texture is sort of in between the last 2 types of papers. So this paper can take gel pens really well, but it can also take color pencils, and it can take markers, and you'll get to experience this paper as well. And this is another coloring page we gave you in here too. And then lesson 3 is about picking colors, because from my experience over the last 10 years, I've discovered that most people have a hang-up about picking colors. Somehow in our mind we have it set up in our brain that there's a right color. And like I say in the beginning of this book, if you've ever sat down and colored with a child, they don't have that hang up at all. They pick the color that feels most inspiring to them and feels right at that moment. That's what they pick. And most of the time it looks stunning when they do it. It's really eye-opening to color with a child. So that's what lesson 3 is about, is to help you be more trusting of your coloring instincts, and to give you some hints and ideas on how to pick colors, because I don't want to leave you just saying trust your instincts, go for it. No, we talk about using palettes like this, and then once you pick a palette, what do you do with those colors? You've got all these colors over here. How do I manage them, and what do I do with them? So I'm going to teach you that in this section. Lots of great things, and here's an area here printed on really nice paper where you can practice choosing colors and planning out the colors. Okay, we've got 2.5 more minutes so I can finish telling you about the book. Lesson 4 in the book, I wanted to help everyone that is a beginning colorist or intermediate or advanced set goals for themselves. It's so easy to get caught up in other people's goals or other people's journey. Like, for instance, if you're just starting to color, it's 100% unfair for you to compare your coloring with my coloring, because I have 10 years of coloring behind me. So it's totally unfair for you to have the same goals, the same expectations as I have for myself. So what I did was I came up with 6 different colorist types. And right here, I'm showing them to you, and you can see that we have the therapeutic colorist. That's someone who maybe they have had a death in the family and they're mourning that person, or maybe you deal with severe depression and you need help with that, or maybe you're like me and you have chronic pain and you need a way to cope and lose yourself in something beautiful so that you don't think about your pain. You're the therapeutic artist. Are you a craftsy, artsy artist? That's the type of person who just adores art supplies in all their forms and you want them all. Maybe you love to go to the art store and you just walk up and down the aisles dreaming about what you could do with everything. You're a craftsy, artsy colorist. Now we have the artistically injured. That's someone who has had something happen in their past that has created a belief in yourself that now you're not a good artist, you don't have any talent. That's not true. And so maybe you're the artistically injured and you need help to get over that. Then we have the creatively unsatisfied. That's someone who sometimes you just have this ache inside of you to create something, to do something crafty, but you don't really know what to do, or you don't believe in yourself, or you don't have all the supplies pulled together. There's a lot of reasons why the creatively unsatisfied feels that way. So I help you with tips and tricks specifically for you. And then at the bottom we have the extroverted and the introverted colorists. They have totally different needs. And so I go over those people's needs and help you understand how to get the most out of being extroverted or how to get the most out of being introverted. There is no wrong or right. And if you're like me, you probably relate with multiple of these because, you know, I'm a little injured, I'm a little therapeutic, I'm definitely craftsy, artsy. Yeah. That's probably me, are these 3 right here. So I'm excited for you guys to get this book and to learn how to make goals for yourself and not worry so much about other people around you. And guess what? The timer is done counting down. It is time for another giveaway. So remember what we're going to do is I'm going to be asking you a question. I'll show you the prize here in a second. And then you're going to answer the question in the chat, not as a comment below the video, but actually in the chat, okay? So the next prize, let me bring that up here so I can get, oh, this is another good one. I think I've said that every time.
That's funny.
Okay.
We kind of like the prizes we picked. Imagine that.
And I actually own this. I own most of these that we're doing. Actually, do I own all of them? I think I do.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's take the timer off and I'll show you what the prize is this time. This is the prize. I wanted to give the colorless blender for Prismacolor, and then this also has a good sharpener and it has 2 really good erasers. I've been using my kneaded eraser so much lately. I underestimated the power of a kneaded eraser, so I'm so glad that's part of this. This is a pencil extender, so as your color pencil gets shorter and shorter, you can tuck it in here and have more length to hold on to while you're coloring. That's what this is. This right here is a colorless blender for an alcohol marker, but you can use it to blend your color pencils. It's really cool. And then they've also included, the one thing in this set that I don't use is this pencil right here, and it's called the Ebony Graphite Pencil. Ultra smooth, jet black graphite, ideal for drawing, sketching, and layouts. So that's probably the only thing in this set that I don't ever use is that pencil right there. But everything else I definitely use. And this prize package is worth $12.25. And for your chance to win, you need to answer this question in the live chat. What is my dog's name? If you don't know what her name is, make up one that you think would be appropriate for her, because I don't expect everyone to know what her name is. But this is my dog. She's a Maltese. She is my therapy dog. She sits with me and follows me everywhere. We call her my white shadow because she's with me all the time. Even when I go take a shower, she'll come into the bathroom and hang out with me. So she definitely is my white shadow. Back around Mother's Day, she got injured and she was paralyzed. Her whole back end hindquarters were paralyzed. It was heart-wrenching and terrible, and But she's doing so much better. How old is Rose now?
8.
She's 8. So she's, about my age, right? Isn't in dog years.
Yeah,
something like that. So she's just heaven sent, and she sits with me right here while I do art and film videos for you. She's awesome. So what is her name? It's Rose. Did they get it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So sweet little Rose. So if you put her name in there, or you can come up with your own name for her, I'm good with that. And then our independent winner selectors are working right now to randomly select a name from all of those entries, and they will tell us here in a minute who the winner is of this prize right here. And I stopped talking for a second. I'm going to take a drink. Silence for less than a minute. Ladybug, someone said. I like that name. Oh, there's a couple ladybugs. Cute. Did we get any other guesses other than Rose?
Karen says Academy.
Sure, we could name her Academy. Academy. No, she didn't answer to it. Rose. Well, she didn't answer to her name either.
Okay, I have a winner.
Whoa, okay. Who is the winner of this?
This is a username, Out of the Craftermath.
What a cute name. Out of the, like, aftermath?
Yeah.
Craftermath. I love it. Congratulations. Out of the Craftermath. I'm going to write your name down here, and Steve's writing your name down on his. Out of the Craftermath. That's such a fun name. Congratulations. This set right here is yours. So, Steve, what does Out of the Craftermath need to do to get her prize, or his prize?
You can send me a message through YouTube if you'd like. That would be a good way to do it. Or you can go to coloringbliss.com/contact and send me a message there and tell me what your real name is and where to send them.
The post office doesn't
prize.
get confused. Okay, I will put it very carefully over here. All right, so I think we have spieled long enough about my book.
Oh, gotta reset the timer.
Oh, yeah.
Here we
that
go.
Going. Okay, good. Okay, 10 minutes to the next giveaway. Huh, Rose? 10 minutes. Do you need another drink, or are you doing good? No drink. Okay. Do you want to do a trick for a treat? How about stand up? I have to show her the treat first.
She's like,
Make it worth my while. Standing up is actually a little harder for her now because her back leg, especially her back leg, is not dependable to her anymore. Okay, ready? Stand up. Stand up. Oh, you're thinking about it. How about turn around? No? Oh, you want to shake for it? Okay. I think that's fair. You're working hard. Yeah, you're a good girl.
Out of the Craftermath says, I chose my name because I always make a mess while crafting.
I love that. And a crafting mess is a good mess. It's productive. Every time I have like my nieces come over, they come away covered in glitter and marker, and some of them are a little more sensitive about being messy than others. But I always tell them, you haven't done art until you have glitter or marker on you. Then it's official. You have done art. So they have a great time, and it's really fun bringing them in here and sitting them in this spot, and they have all these things to choose from, and their eyes just go really big, and it really makes me appreciate how blessed I am to have all of these supplies to do art with. It's really fun.
We've had a few people asking about the membership levels again.
Okay.
So maybe we can just run through that again real quick.
All right. So here at Coloring Bliss, we have several membership levels. The first is free. you can become a free Bliss member. And I recommend everyone do that, because if we have another event like this, we will let you know via email. Sometimes you'll hear it from YouTube, sometimes you won't. YouTube, I can't predict what they will do, but I can predict an email that will come out to you, and we protect your email and keep it confidential, and we don't overuse it, so you can be confident giving us your email. Now the second level is the Bliss Colorist, and this is just $5 a month, and you get access to our premium library, and that library now has over 800 coloring pages and worksheets and swatch pages. It's a huge group of resources sitting there waiting for you. And as a Bliss Colorist, you can come in and download and print them at home on your paper that you want to use, and it's such a great way for you to get what you need as a colorist. Now, Steve has also recently made available to the Bliss Colorists a free download of which book?
Mandala Bliss Volume 5.
Okay, so if you decide to sign up as a colorist, just $5 a month, you're going to get that book immediately. That is really cool. Mandala Bliss is the one I was showing you with the simple mandalas in it. Love that book. Okay, so that's the colorist level. Now, also, as a colorist, you get a discount in the Bliss print shop, and you get more entries in the Big 3 giveaway that we're doing that starts today and ends September 15th, was it, Steve? Oh, no, it ends September 14th, and the winner will be announced September 15th. Okay, now the third and final membership level is the Academy, and this is the new one. And before today, we had two levels. We had the Bliss Apprentice and the Bliss Partner, and we've put those two levels together into one, and now it's the Bliss Academy. And not only did we put them into one, we dropped the price, because we know that financially things are tough all over the world right now, and we want to make it available to as many people as possible. So instead of being $25 a month, it's now $15 a month. I'm so proud of that. And we have $80 worth of bonuses when you sign up to be an Academy member. That's just the bonuses. You get $80 worth of books, including this brand new book is one of those bonuses. And on top of the $80, you get a discount in the Bliss print shop that's a little bigger. You get more bonus entries into our giveaways. And last but certainly not least is hundreds of hours of video tutorials that we have been filming and creating over the last 3 years. It's this massive library of workshops waiting for you. Let's say color pencils are your thing. You love them and you want to do more with them. We have, I don't know how many workshops.
5 or 6 workshops dedicated to those.
Just to color pencils. We also have workshops on alcohol markers, gel pens, water-based markers, watercolor, gouache.
Somebody asked earlier
pastels.
about pastels, asking if you had a recommendation for a chalk pastel.
Yeah, we have a whole workshop on pastels, and I go through and I teach you, one of the first things I teach you is what to buy. In a lot of those workshops, that's the way it works. In fact, I have right here one of my many binders. I think I have at least 10 of these binders filled with all the information that I gathered to teach those lessons. And I'll just flip through it. It might not make too much sense because these are my notes as the teacher, but I just wanted you to see the kinds of things we do. So this is the Color Pencil Fast Track, and what we did is we started out as a beginner, and I teach you some basic tricks and techniques, and then we color this bow together as a beginner. Then I teach you some intermediate tips and tricks, and we color it again. Usually what we do is we cover the first one so that you can see how much you improve over one lesson. And then we go into intermediate to advanced, and we add things like depth and perspective, and it looks different. Look how much different it looks as you go. In fact, let me pull it out of this sheet protector. And then finally, the fourth lesson, we get into advanced, and we get to add really fun details and things that make it look even more dimensional. So we start out here and we end up here. Isn't that amazing? And that's just one workshop. That's the Fast Track to Color Pencils workshop. I teach you what color pencils to purchase, how to store them, and then we get into teaching beginner through advanced skills and take you from this place right here, which is beautiful, all the way to this place here, which is a wowzer. So that's how all these fast tracks work. We take you through the different levels, but we also have workshops that we call the exploring. So we do exploring pastels, we do exploring gouache, exploring watercolor, we've done backgrounds, and we've done lighting, and we've done color theory, and there's just, like I said, 3 years worth of work.
And we'll continue to add to this. And the other thing, I don't know if we even mentioned that about the real-time color alongs.
No, we haven't even mentioned
that they're all a part of it. So that's like over like 50 or 60 hours of real-time color alongs.
So you guys have seen, like this one on the back wall was filmed as a real-time color along using the Olo markers.
They're worried about Rosie.
Oh, she needs more water. I bet she won't drink it. You want to bet? We'll try again in a minute here. Anyway, so when we do a real-time color along, what I do is I just turn on the camera and I sit down and I start creating a piece of art. And I explain to you every tool I use, every decision I make, every mistake I make, and how I fix that mistake. That happens a lot, you guys. And so you can sit and do it right along with me. You get the download of the page I worked on. You get a list of all the supplies I use so that you can either use similar supplies or go find something that will work comparatively in your own stash. So the real-time color alongs, the thing I like most about it is that I share my train of thought with you so that you can see how people who have had a lot of practice still make tons of mistakes, still have to figure out the color scheme, you still have to figure out where the lighting is coming from. It's all the same skills that you as a beginning colorist have, but you'll get to hear my brain work, and I just sit here talking to myself usually for 2 to 3 hours. So that's the real-time color alongs, and like Steve said, I think there's 50 or 60 hours of real-time color alongs there for you. So we'll be adding to that as the months go by, and we'll be adding more workshops as needed in the Coloring Academy as well.
Let's jump over really quick to my computer, and I will just
okay, we have 20 seconds for the next giveaway.
Okay.
It was 20
After
seconds
this giveaway,
last time.
I will show you an example. I'll just take you and show you what the workshops look like, what the color alongs look like.
Yeah, I don't know if many people realize we have these workshops.
No, we haven't done that great a job.
Yeah, Steve and I are not good marketing people. That's why we've recently reached out to a marketing company to help us, because we do a really bad job sharing with you what we do around here. So we can get better at that. That's what I need to improve on. So let's do a giveaway. Let me show you what the next thing is. Oh ho ho ho. I didn't say.
Let me guess, you really like these. These are really good.
Okay, currently I have at least 2 sets of these, plus 1 or 2 sets unopened, so that I never run out of these, you guys. That's how much I love, ta-da, the Pentel Sparkle Pop pens. Oh, if I had the ear of Pentel, I would tell them I want 80 colors.
Yeah, no doubt.
I want a full set, and I will pay you whatever you want to get that. Because these are that amazing. Love them so much. So this is the prize that we're going to give away right now. And the question, so remember to write your answer in the chat, not as a comment to the video, so that your answer will be there for our people to randomly select from. So the question this time, gotta check those 2 off. If you could have any brand of alcohol markers, which brand would you buy? Any brand, no budget. But maybe you would still just get a full set of Sharpies, because they're really cool. Or maybe you would get a full set of Ohuhus. I don't know.
Someone asked me earlier, are you liking Ohuhu's better than Copics now?
Oh. Honestly, the thing I like about Ohuhu's over Copic...
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say Olo, and I said Ohuhu.
Okay, well, one thing I like better about Ohuhu's versus Copics. Ohuhu's are cheap enough that I feel like I can just color and go crazy and abuse those nibs, and I won't be abusing a $8 marker. So that's one thing I like about Ohuhu's. Olos. Do I like Olos better than Copics? I do.
I told her I think you do.
I do, you guys. And it has to do with the flow to the nib. What inside the Olo marker, the ink is free flowing rather than having the little like foam cartridge in the center of the marker. When I did our unboxing, I took apart a Copic marker to show you what was inside there. Inside an Olo marker, it's just free flowing ink. And for some reason, that new system pushes ink to that nib so much faster. When I'm coloring a big page like this, let the ink catch back up. You know how that feels as you're coloring with an alcohol marker and all of a sudden, because the ink needs to wick towards the tip. That doesn't happen with the Olos. You could just keep coloring and coloring and coloring, and you never feel like it's drying. It's really cool.
You did that with Olos back there,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, that one in the back was done with all Olos.
And speaking of those real-time color alongs, you've already recorded 2 of them, right?
With the Olos, and that's one of them, yeah.
I have yet to edit and publish them, but those are coming.
You've been a little busy trying to get this ready. But back to these. Pentel Sparkle Pops are a duochrome pen, so when you color with them on white, they look one color, and when you color with them on black, they look another color. And then when you move them in the light, they shift and change as well. These are like magic. I don't know what's going on in here, but it's magic and you need it. So the question was, if you could have any brand of alcohol markers, what would you get? And what are we seeing? I see a lot of Olo, I see Copic. That's all I see.
Yeah, there are a lot of Olos and Copics. I mean, understandably, they're
they're
awesome.
Really expensive, but you get what you pay for when it comes to alcohol markers. And most art supplies, you get what you pay for. Okay, so our independent team of experts is randomly choosing a winner out of all of your replies, and that winner is?
Hasn't come through yet.
I did such a good segue. I led you right to it. Do you want me to try again?
Yes.
Okay. I can't remember what I said. Good segue. Who the winner is?
Janie Bug Hunt.
Janie Bug Hunt?
I don't know if it's Janie or Janny, but yes.
Well, I'll say Janie. Janie Bug Hunt, you are the proud owner of the Sparkle Pops, the one tool that I keep on hand, brand new at all times. Because they're that good, you guys. So let me write your name down. Janie Bug Hunt. So, I love it. Janie Bug Hunt. Okay. Steve, tell Janie what she needs to do to get her prize.
See if you can send me a message through YouTube.
Okay.
If you can't, go ahead and go to our website, coloringbliss.com/contact, and send me a message there.
Okay. And this set right here is yours. So I'm going to put it very carefully back here, Janie. Congratulations.
The other thing I don't think we've talked about with the memberships are the yearly options.
Oh, now this is a deal. Okay, so before I'm going to let Steve show you what these lessons look like when you log in as an Academy member. But he's right. We need to talk about, is it for both paid members? Or
yes.
Just the Academy gets a discount?
It's just the Academy.
Yeah. Okay, so if you want to become an Academy member and you don't want to feel like, oh, I only have a few weeks to use this, you want to have a whole year where you can just access our website at any time, then you want to become a yearly member. The yearly member program just makes it so you don't have to think about it. And what you get is you pay for 10 months and you get 2 months free. So I think it's only $150 for an entire year. And then you don't have to worry about, do I still have my discount? Did I pay? None of that. You can just pay up front. You get 2 months for free, and you get all the perks and benefits, and you can just relax and enjoy your membership for the full year. So if you can afford that, that's the best monetarily inexpensive way. Did I say that right? The best way to become an Academy member is to do the yearly. So that's what I would recommend if you can afford that. Okay. So Steve, I'm going to figure out here how to get it over to your screen. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, Steve, show us. Oh, it's doing something weird.
Maybe it's the...
There, I did it.
Okay. All right, so you're on our website. Anytime you click dashboard or click our logo, it will take you to our dashboard. So just a little hint there. I'm on the Coloring Academy dashboard. This is also a good video to watch that just kind of tells you how to get around the dashboard. Workshop tutorials is where I'm going, so let me show you that first. So you click on our...
Oh, sorry, I just had Steve look at a note here.
Yeah, some people were having trouble with audio, and sometimes it will do that after a while. Or it could even be your connection on your end.
Yeah.
So in the past, we've told people to reset, like to...
Restart the video.
Yeah.
And then just make sure your red bar at the bottom is slid all the way to the right, so you're on time with what we're doing here. Okay. Sorry, Steve, go on.
Coloring workshop tutorials. If you're a new Academy member, click here, and there is a video where Jennifer and I walk you through how we recommend you start the Academy videos. So, the workshop tutorials. So you can go to that page. But
show him the Mastering the Big Three one.
Oh, okay. If you come down here, you'll see all of our different workshop categories. These are again, this is on the workshop page. As you become a Coloring Academy member, this is where you'll go to pick your topic and watch your lessons. So for instance, we had a Big Three refresher recently. We had Exploring Pastel Pencils.
That was a really fun one. I learned so much teaching that.
I'll show you this Exploring Pastel series. So this is what our workshops look like. You come in here. You have a little progress bar that will keep track of how much you have completed in that workshop. Links. These are just little thumbnails that kind of show you and tell you what you're going to be doing in each lesson.
Like a preview.
Yeah, but to get to the lesson, you scroll down to the bottom. Lesson 1, what are pastel pencils? So you click on that. It takes you to the lesson, Exploring Pastel Pencils. What are they? You come up here, or sorry, that's just the thumbnail at the top. Yeah. Anyway, you come down here. This is where you can watch the video. I provide you chapter markers. I also give you chapter markers in the video itself if you hover over these little dots. Or you can click there. And you can jump to those sections of the video.
Wow, you've put so much work into this. Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome. Recommended supplies if you want to follow along with Jennifer. You don't have to have those supplies. We always emphasize that.
Yeah, it's really important for you to know that if you become an Academy member and you start doing these lessons, you might at first be like, oh, I have to have a full set of pan pastels in order to do this video, or a full set of pastel pencils. No, you don't have to. And I explain that at the beginning of every lesson so that you can either use something comparable or you'll know what to go buy so you don't waste your time and money on just extra products. So, okay, back to Steve.
Okay. We also have our recommended product. You know, again, all of this changes based on the workshop or the lesson. We also have outlines. You know, I just take photos of the things that Jennifer creates and put them on here. We'll have recommended, you know, other recommended workshops to go to.
Yeah, so sometimes, like, we'll be talking about how to color with the pastels, and maybe I mention choosing a light source, so then I will link up the lesson on light source so that you can go and learn about that.
Yeah. Once I'm done, I'll hit Mark Complete, And that will, like I said, keep track. I'm just going to scroll to the bottom really fast, but notice lesson completion, congratulations. I'm going to go back to the workshop instead of to the next lesson, just to show you at the top that progress indicator.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Shows me that. And when you get to the end, you can actually print out a certificate saying you completed that workshop.
Which I think is really cool. It's a way to celebrate your hard work.
Yep.
This is, I mean, learning a new art skill or refreshing an art skill that you thought you knew, it takes time and effort and work, and so celebrate it. Print off your certificate and stick it up on your fridge just like we do for our kids, right? And then people will ask you, what have you been up to? That's something the extroverted colorist would really enjoy, is displaying their certificates.
Okay, I'll show you really quick what these color alongs look like. They're called coloring sessions. Here's a link right here. You can also, of course, link to it from your dashboard. And here's the one you did with that girl in the background.
So you have put it up there.
I have.
He didn't remember doing it.
I forgot that I had.
Oh, he's been pulling 12 and 14-hour days to get all of this stuff ready for today.
So again, it's really similar. You know, it has a description. You can come down, click the video, and of course you can pause it as you go along with Jennifer.
Yeah, which
as she colors.
You can pause and walk away and come back the next day if you need to.
Yeah, you get your supplies. Anytime we give a download, I make sure I put it here so you can just download it right here. This is the finished piece I usually take a picture of, as well as any other notes that Jennifer did. I mean, it's very similar to the workshops, but it's just coloring along with Jennifer. It's real-time-ish, I would say, because there are parts that I'll speed it up just because
it's boring.
There's 10, there are 10 flower petals, and you're going to color them all exactly the same. So I'll speed that up just for time.
So when I do a real-time color along, I'll teach everything that I'm about to do, and then I usually say, okay, now I'm going to repeat it another 20 times. Like the one on the back wall, we did the same, those light blue flowers all the way around, and I didn't need to teach it over and over, so that area is when we speed it up. But for you, as the colorist coloring along, you just hit pause, and when you've caught up and you're with me again, you hit play and away you go again. And at the end of every real-time color along, I try really hard to remember to tell you how long I've been coloring, because sometimes, you know, the video that we give to you all sped up in certain spots might be an hour and a half long, but in reality I had spent over 3 hours coloring it, and I want you to know that, because it's one of the things that really frustrate me about watching other artists on YouTube is they use their speeding up, which is fine, I like that, but they never say at the end, I spent 22 hours on this masterpiece, or however long it is, and I would love to know that, because I want to know in reality how long these artists work, so I try to share that with you. Looks like we've got about a minute and a half until our next giveaway, so maybe I'll show the prize.
Okay.
Get you excited for the next prize. Let me see what we have planned. Okay, so we have 2 prizes left. The last prize of the evening is going to be our biggest prize. I'm really excited about that. So here is the next prize. Let me grab this. Another one of my all-time favorite products is this one right here. These are the Jelly Roll Moonlight pens. These are so much fun. I got you I think it's the bright colors, and I got you the big tips. So with the Moonlight pens, they have different tip sizes, and as I teach you in our academy classes, I love a juicy pen with a big tip so that you get really good flow, and then you can smear the ink, you can paint with the ink, you can fill in large spaces if you need to. And the great thing about Jelly Roll is I swear they have more ink in them than almost any other brand. Have you guys had that experience? My Jelly Roll pens last so long, and they are so good, very dependable gel pens. And the great thing about the Moonlight gel pens is they pop on black paper. So if you decide to buy one of our coloring books, or maybe you've bought one in the past that is on black paper, you need to try the Moonlight pens on that black paper, because it's like an explosion of color these pens have on black paper. So that's why I wanted this particular set to be one of the gifts today, because this is in the Jelly Roll lineup. This is the first pens I would tell you to buy, are the Jelly Roll Moonlight pens. They're that good. Now they have more colors. This isn't the full set of Moonlight pens, but this is worth $15.46 for this little pack of Jelly Roll Moonlight pens. I'm excited that one of you guys get this entire set. And the timer is up. So are we ready? I'm going to ask the question, and again, make sure you put your answers in the chat, not as a comment to the video. So the question is, oh, this is a good one. What does FSS stand for? Now, I think I wrote down a few years ago, it was the first time I used this phrase, FSS. And I think I wrote down when that was. Let me see if I have it in my notes. But it's a term that I started using a few years ago.
We made it up during a live Facebook event, if I remember.
First time I talked about complementary colors. First time I taught how to color white objects. I have a log here of firsts. And I thought I had it written in here, but I don't. Well, we'll have to look that up. I'm pretty sure it was in this log somewhere. But FSS is such a fun thing. And now I see all these artists all around on YouTube using this term. And I'm like, I started the FSS. So do they know what it stands for?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Full set syndrome. There is no cure, someone said. I agree. And it's a very expensive disease. That's why I want the full set of Copics, but I can't do. Every time I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it as a business expense. So then you bring it up and you're like, okay, you have to buy 4 huge sets, and it's like over $2,000 by the time you buy all of them. And I'm like, no, I can't even justify that as a business expense. But I can get the full set of certain things. Like I have the Bliss Studio brush markers, and there is such a emotional glee that you get once you get that full set. So yeah, it is a syndrome, and I suffer greatly from it. Okay, so everybody is putting their answers in for what FSS is, and our wonderful friends are picking at random one of you to be the winner of this set of Moonlight Jelly Roll pens. It'll get you a little closer to a full set of Jelly Rolls, right?
Right.
So that your full set syndrome can be satisfied. I'll take the timer off.
Lady RG says, taking a loan out for FSS, LOL.
No kidding. You have to have a very understanding partner. Are we back? Sorry about that, you guys. I can't believe we crashed right towards the end. We were about to announce the winner. Is it working? It is. It's working. I see my face moving. Woo! That was some fast software check and balance and get it back up and going. But we're back, and we're about to announce the winner of these Moonlight gel pens. Just pretend that little bump never happened, you guys. All right, do we have a winner for the Jelly Roll Moonlight pens?
We do. It's Pween Queen.
Pween Queen. P-U-E-N. Pween Queen. Yay! Congratulations, Pween Queen. I hope we're saying your name somewhat correctly. You just won the Moonlight gel pens, the 10 pack. I think there's 10 in here. No, there's 16 pens. So cool. Congratulations. Steve, what does Pween Queen need to do to get her prize or his prize?
Contact me either through YouTube or send me a message to coloringbliss.com/contact.
Okay.
Go there and send me a message.
Yay! All right, is the audio working?
So.
Are we working? I'm going to put this to the side, Pween Queen, and keep it nice and safe and secure for you. You're the winner. All right, we have one prize left for the night, so we have a few more minutes. Do we have any questions about the Coloring Academy, about the new book? And another thing we haven't talked about in the last few minutes is our big 3 giveaway.
Yes, let's talk about that.
That's so exciting. Let me see. What was I was going to get the timer going.
Oh, yeah.
So that we're ready for the final giveaway. Rose is needing a drink again. Here, baby. Good girl. She's working hard, too. This YouTube thing is hard work.
Yeah.
There, that should help. Good girl. Okay. So we have 9 minutes and 40 seconds to talk about the Big 3 giveaway, and I'll just put this card up right here. So this giveaway starts today, and there's a link in the video description. You can follow it and go to our website, and there are lots of ways to enter. And we are going to pick 3 big winners for the Big 3 giveaway. And what we did is we picked one of my favorite products from each of the Big 3. So for color pencil, we picked Prismacolor. And if you win the Prismacolor prize, you also get a full printed version of Coloring Essentials book. So the Prismacolor prize package is worth $173.38. You get the full set syndrome satisfied. Now the second prize that you can see there on your screen is a set of Jelly Roll gel pens and more of the Pentel Sparkle Pops. And you also get a copy of the new book, The Coloring Essentials. So that prize is worth $144.29. And then the third and final prize of the Big 3, one of you have a chance to win a set of Olo markers. This is a 32-piece brush half marker set worth $105, but we're also going to include a copy of Coloring Essentials, so that makes the third prize worth $154.99. This is a huge giveaway, and I'm excited because it's 3 of my favorite products that 3 of you get to experience. So make sure you follow the link in the video description, and you have until September 14th to get your entries in. There's lots of different ways to enter, including becoming a colorist. You get 5 extra entries, and becoming an Academy member, you get 15 extra entries. So we're going to announce the winner on September 15th via email. So watch for that, and make sure you get your entries in as soon as possible so that you can have a chance to win one of those Big 3 prizes. It's so cool. That's like $102, $300, $473 worth of prizes. We had a lot of fun buying all these prizes for today and the Big 3 prizes. It was a lot of fun to get it all. Okay, so there's lots of ways to enter that. Is there any other questions we can answer? We only have about 7 minutes left in this live event. Do you see any questions I need to answer, Steve?
Just a second. Well, actually, I'll just say it out loud. So I was asked if we're already a member, do we get the entries? So the way that works is, yes, you definitely do. And you just go to, in the form, you go to the section that says, be a free member, for instance, and just put your username there in the bottom. And then in the colorist one, if you're a colorist, put your name there and put it in the free one so you get credit for both. And then if you're an Academy member, you put your username in there and in the colorist and in the free.
Wow.
And then that way you get all the points from all of them.
Wow. That's
or entries,
so cool.
I should say.
And remember, if you ever have any questions, you can always shoot Steve an email. He is our customer service guy. When you send an email into Coloring Bliss, it's Steve that answers it. It's not some random person far away who doesn't know anything. It's our webmaster, my business partner, the amazing Steve Stay.
Oh, thank you. Catherine asked, what do you like to best use behind coloring pages to prevent bleed through?
Ooh, there's 2 things I use. Just a standard, we call it a blotting page, which is a nice thick piece of cardstock. That works really great. Just slide it in there. Another thing I love to use for that situation are these. These are purchased at Dollar Tree. They're cutting boards. You get 2 to a pack. They're really thin and they're clear, so you can kind of see what's going on, and you can tape your coloring page right to it so that it doesn't move and shift. You can tape it straight into a coloring book if you want to, and nothing's getting through this, and it becomes a non-porous surface that you can do some of the painting techniques on it as well. So if you're ever near a dollar store, you should totally pick up 2 or 3 of these, so you'll have 4 or 6 of them handy for all your different coloring projects. That was a really good question. Any other questions I can answer in our last 5 minutes here?
Oh, we do have okay, good.
Yeah, we've got the timer going. 5 more minutes for our last and final big prize.
Yeah, somebody asked, what are the $80 worth of free bonuses that you get when you become an Academy member?
Okay, so first off, and very exciting, is our brand new book, Coloring Essentials. You get that as a digital download. And remember, you also, as an Academy member, get a discount at the print shop. So you can have this as a digital version that you have on your phone at all times, and then use your discount to get a printed version so you can practice on all the beautiful papers that we've included. Now you also get the book Chibi Bliss. Let me show you these books. Oh, I hope that doesn't fall over. Okay. Oh, you get a Swatch book. It's, I think, Swatch Bliss Volume 4 as a digital download. You get Chibi Bliss, which is one of my all-time favorite books. This is a digital download that you get, so you can print it out on whatever kind of paper that you want. You get Mandala Bliss Volume 5, which again is my favorite of the Mandala Blisses because they are just big open spaces for you to practice all the things you're learning and all the fun art products that you're going to want to try. That works really well in this book. Did I get them all, Steve? Let's see if I got them all. You get, yeah, I think I did. That's the book there, the Swatch Bliss, and I showed you the other ones. So that's the $80. I think I got them all. I hope I got them all in that description. Steve's over there typing, so he wasn't listening to see if I missed something.
What's the difference between the pan pastel set and just regular pastel bars?
So pan pastels are they considered a very soft pastel. So you'll have different hardnesses and softnesses as you're shopping for pastels. The sticks are usually a harder, soft pastel. They're still considered a soft pastel. And even in the sticks, there'll be a wide variety of soft to hard ratings. But a pan pastel is super soft. Think of like blush or eyeshadow, and how when you put your brush into it, it just fluffs off onto the brush. That's the way pan pastels are. They're also super, super light fast, and the colors are really strong, and they have an entire color system. Pan pastels are amazing. That's another full set syndrome issue I have, but I haven't satisfied that one yet. I'm slowly working on it because they're very expensive, but they last a long time. They're a really good product.
Lisa asked, which sharpener for the square Brutfuners? It's a hard one to say.
Brutfuners.
Brutfuners.
Those square pencils are slightly wider pencils. So my Coom, though, has worked really well on them. So that's the one I recommend everybody gets, a 2-hole Coom, because it gives you a big hole and it gives you a little hole, and you get 2 German blades in that little Coom, and they're really inexpensive. So that's where I would begin, is with your Coom. And I think even the small hole, the square ones, worked with it, but I can't remember. Maybe someone else in the group can comment how they use their square Brutfuners.
Shaw asked for a comparison between our favorite colored pencil paper and its ability to get it through Amazon versus our second favorite paper. I will say that mainly it's just get a cardstock that says vellum. It's usually
Vellum.
Bristol vellum or vellum Bristol. Bristol's just referring to how heavy the cardstock is.
Yeah.
It's mainly that vellum that has the texture.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't really matter what brand you use. In fact, it almost makes me wonder if they're all being manufactured
By
in the
the
same
same
place.
people.
Well, because right now it's really hard to
Paper
get Nina
is really
and Spring Hill.
scarce. Yeah.
And those are the two big ones that make a really good
Yeah.
vellum Bristol. And they're both
Very scarce.
very scarce, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. So the word is vellum, Vellum, and that, like Steve said, implies that there's a bit of a texture to the paper. So if you're walking through Staples or Office Depot looking for paper, look for Bristol, which refers to cardstock, basically cardstock, and then look for the word vellum, and then you know you won't have a super slick paper. It'll have some tooth and texture to it. But like Steve said, paper is very hard to get your hands on right now, so that's just one of the major, one of the many things that have gone a little more scarce since the COVID. Any other questions? Oh, we're at 0. The timer is at 0.
Okay, we better do it.
Okay, our final big prize. This is our biggest prize. It's worth, let me get to the right page. This prize is worth $36.61. One of you is about to win it. Let me get it. We better not all of a sudden kick off here.
Yeah.
One hiccup in the stream is all I want to deal with right now. All right, drum roll. This is the prize right here, the beautiful Holbeins. I don't know if you are familiar with Holbein. This is a Japanese pencil. Japan, I need to go to Japan really bad because they make some of the most amazing art supplies. Copics are from Japan, Olos are being made in Japan, and Holbeins are made in Japan. They are a very creamy pencil, but the cool thing about them is that their core is much more rigid. So if you have troubles sharpening like your Prismacolor pencils, then Holbein might be a good swap out for Prismacolor because you still get that creamy, beautiful lay down, but it's a stronger pencil. So I picked for you the basic tone set. There's 12 colors. I'm not going to open the packaging because I want to keep it pristine for whoever is about to win these pencils. So I'm going to ask a final question here, and you're going to put your answer in the live chat, not as a comment below the video. You want it in the live chat for your chance to win. So the question is, if you could have any brand of color pencils, which brand would you buy? So if you live in Australia or somewhere and there's a brand you have a hard time getting your hand on, maybe that's it. Maybe you have a brand that you're like, oh man, if I had all the money in the world, this is the brand I would buy. What brand would you buy? Steve, if you could buy any brand of color pencils, what brand would you buy?
Would I buy? Any brand I would buy, I think you already have.
Yeah, I kind of have a lot of brands. I love my job, you guys.
Okay. But as far as if I were to sit down and color, I'm sure it would have to be something that's a little more, I don't know that the word is gimmicky, but unique.
Something special.
Like the Graphitints or
maybe the Cretacolors that we gave away earlier.
Oh, yeah, those are great.
Yeah.
Or the ones that you did a video recently, sneak peek or whatever on that. Do you not want me to say?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. The tritone or
the fancy by Kohinoor, the multicolored ones. Yeah, don't tell them about that. There's an upcoming video about that. That's all right. Those were really fun to color with.
Yeah, they looked really cool.
Yeah.
Like it was different than their smaller tritones. So I think those would be fun to try.
Yeah, so Steve, you like gimmicks, like something, not just a standard
unique,
set.
yeah.
You want something special.
Or I also love like those Derwent Light Fast because of the wood.
The wood and the wood box they came in. The whole
packaging.
experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah. What brands are people saying they want?
Derwent, Polychromos, Prismacolor, Luminance, Holbeins.
Trying to hear if I hear a brand I don't own yet that I need to buy.
Derwent Light Fast. Yeah. I mean,
there's so many good brands. Color pencils, it's really exciting to see how the color pencil world has changed over the last decade, because there was a time when it was just Prismacolor and Crayola and really, really lousy, crazy arts, and then you had a huge jump
Right.
up into the artist grade that was like the luminance and the polychromos, and now it feels like there's a really good natural arc, everything from really inexpensive but still decent way up to really expensive like these Holbeins, which these have become some of the most expensive pencils out there now. $36 for just 12 pencils.
Yeah.
That's over $3 per pencil for this tin. But they are lovely and really fun to color with. Do we have a winner yet, Steve? I just did the segue. Did I do it too soon?
I do not have one yet, but
Darn it.
I'm sure it'll be coming through
It's
any
the second
now.
time my segue got lost and ruined. It'll come
They
here in a
asked for
second.
best idea for box to store small amount of colored pencils and sharpener for square pencils.
Okay, so you need a way to store your supplies, it sounds like. My recommendation is start simple, just a bin, like go to Walmart or wherever, Dollar Tree, and just buy a nice basic bin that will hold everything. Just getting everything into one place is the way to begin. And then as you get into it more, maybe you'll discover you don't really like gel pens, but you want to buy more alcohol markers. That will then tell you what kind of storage you need, because if you go into bigger sets of things, you're going to want trays or things like this to hold your supplies. Oh, there's all kinds of discussions to have. Like, for instance, do you want to do your art at a desk like me, or are you sitting at church doing art, or in a car? All of that will change how you store your art as well. Okay, I think we have a winner for the Holbein Artist Color Pencils, our big $36.61 prize. The winner is...
Tired Froggy.
That's amazing. Tired Froggy, you are our winner. I love your name. I'm writing it down right now, Tired Froggy. I'm a tired lady, and Rose is a tired dog, and you're a tired froggy. Congratulations. You just won this very set right here of Holbein color pencils. That's so cool. Congratulations, Tired Froggy. This was so much fun, you guys. I had so much fun buying the prizes for you and giving them out. Tomorrow we're going to post a video that will sort of recap a lot of the things we've talked about. The new Color Academy membership, the new book, Coloring Essentials, and the Big 3 giveaway. So if you didn't win tonight, don't be discouraged. Get your entries in for that Big 3 giveaway, because we have, what did I figure, close to $500, $600 worth of... It's a lot of prizes, and we're going to pick 3 winners for the Big 3. So make sure you look at all the links and the different things at the bottom of this video so that you can get the information you need.
Let's give Rosie the last drink of water here.
One more drink of water? Oh, no, it's disgusting. Look at her. She's like, oh,
All right.
it's
Well,
disgusting.
we're done, Rosie. We'll take you downstairs.
Yeah, we're going to take her downstairs and rub her belly and tell her thank you for being a good YouTuber. And I want to tell all of you thank you for making the last 10 years of Coloring Bliss possible. In May this coming year will be our 10-year anniversary. We've been doing 10 years of Coloring Bliss, and it's been a huge blessing for me and my family that Steve can work from home full-time doing Coloring Bliss, because he helps take care of me and the kids, and without all of you, none of this would be possible. So thank you for all your support. Whether you're a free member or a paid member, doesn't matter to me. I'm just so grateful for all of your support and for making the Coloring Bliss community such a special place. Thank you, everyone. And I hope you had fun at this live event, and I hope you have a wonderful, colorful, blissful day.